fundamentally, I don't think there is any change. The basic principle is still the same. You have corporation trying to make a maximum of profit, and for this, I would say paying the lower possible wages. So it's only by law, by political and syndical and union struggle, and also by law that at the end we made minimal requirements, minimal rights for the workers. Now we see that with the platforms companies are trying to say, because our platform, because it is a so-called new economy, the current laws should not be applicable to them. Well, naturally, for me, it's completely bullshit. It's complete bullshit. There is no reason whatsoever. They just have to respect the same rules as before, and even better. But okay, the central point now is this pretense of the platforms to say that they are bringing a new economical model and that the existing law should no longer be applicable. So sometimes I say, well, we are coming back to the same struggle as in the 19th century, because at this moment, 19th century, there was no law protecting the workers whatsoever. You just had big corporation and the workers and nothing. And we made a set of law in all European countries, in most of the countries in the world, with minimum wages, with paid holidays, with sickness leave, and so on and so on. And now you have a so-called new economy. I say so-called because for me it's not new. Well, it has nothing new, in fact. What is new? The fact that you are using the internet? Anybody is using the internet. There is no, well, for instance, Deliveroo or Uber, they didn't invent transportation of people, transportation of meal. That was already existing. What's the difference? Okay, maybe the service is a little different in the tools, but it's not because you are using new tools that you should change completely the laws and also the basic protection of the workers. So it's, but I think more and more people now begin to understand, also the authorities, also the government. It was not easy, but they begin to understand that, in fact, okay, there is nothing new, and so no reason to change the basic protection of the workers. But you have also the platforms are like any big corporations, but they are playing on this competition between countries. So somebody like Google or Amazon, they say, okay, let's look where the laws are the most favorable for us. Oh, it's the Netherlands, so I go to the Netherlands. Or you make better in Belgium? Okay, then we go to Belgium. And okay, that's also not very new, but the platform are using this a lot, because the platform are organized on a multinational basis, very clearly. Uber is from the States, Deliveroo is coming from United Kingdom and present in, I would say, 15, 20 different countries. The same for most of the platforms. So they are trying to bargain one country against another. But I would say it's nothing new, because I saw it already with, I would say, traditional companies like IBM, for instance. If you look at the so-called traditional companies, it's more and more, it's also the case. Most of the big companies are trying to outsource everything physical. So, for instance, a big company like, I don't know if you know Alcatel, but Alcatel was also Lucent. It was a big telecom company. They, for instance, outsource all the factories. So now that's the tendency of, I would say, all the capitalism. It's just to concentrate the profits in an entity where you have very few workers, very few real workers, and just at one point, and to have a lot of contracts with subcontractors. And in fact, the platforms or the Uberized platforms are, in fact, they are pushing this logic to the end. Every worker is, in fact, a subcontractor.